Victory or death!
Victory or Death Starfighters, my name is Carlin Jones, and this is a Starfighter full episode review. And today we are going to continue watching Stranger Things, Season 1, Episode 4. This is the third episode, or I guess we could say fourth episode, or no, third. Third episode that I watched, because I watched the pilot many moons ago. And now watch the first two episodes, and now we are on episode 4. So my initial thoughts of the series: listen, it's shot very well. It looks fantastic. I think it's cool that there's this 80s horror element vibe going on. Other than that, there's not really much like enticing me to like finish the series. Which is why I just want to like get right into the episode and ask you viewers a question about the show. So let's get right into it. This is episode 4, and if you want to watch this with me, you can watch it on Netflix because it is a Netflix original. All right, episode 4, chapter 4, The Body. And I'm going to start this episode in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. God. Even like the little thunderclouds from the Netflix logo. Like, why? Anyway, okay, so my question for you viewers: what is your favorite thing? Like, what makes you love Stranger Things? Is it the characters? Is it like this kind of mystery horror 80s vibe kind of going on? Is it something that's like original? I was talking to Noor about this the other night because she told me she's on season 4, and she said she's like struggling to get through it because she just doesn't know what the hype of the show is all about. And I will admit, I don't see, I mean, I can see why people like it, but I don't really see why it's like so special in a sense. I mean, I tried to tell her, like, this show came out at a time where TV was just so copy and paste. You know, everyone was doing the same thing, which they've been doing like for decades. But in this era where streaming was just typically Netflix, everyone was just copy and pasting, and Netflix didn't really have anything in its catalog to kind of separate itself. And Stranger Things was that first piece of content. So it was like a fresher breath there when the show first came out, which I can understand why people gravitate towards it. But, you know, after the hype, watching it now, it just seems like a good series, like just a good old series. I wouldn't disagree if someone were to call this show a classic. I wouldn't disagree at all. Because I think what makes something a classic, whether it's a movie or TV show, is one, it has to do with the time period they've been in, right? And Molly Ringwald? No. Wionna Ryder. Why did I call her Molly Ringwald? Wionna Ryder is a testament to that. A lot of her movies in the 80s were good, but a few of her movies, along with Molly Ringwald movies, are only called classics because of the era they were in. It wasn't just because they're just such great movies, right? I mean, you look at 16 Candles. I don't care what anyone says. That movie's slick trash. The Breakfast Club is good. I like The Breakfast Club. You're definitely crazy. How else would people see? This is the craziest thing to me. Like, what is it going to prove that, or not necessarily prove, like, what are you going to gain for people believing you? Because you still don't have all the answers you seek about where your son is. And isn't he dead? We saw his body in the last episode. I don't know. We'll see. I think he's dead. I don't. I'm not too sure. Whoa! Are they playing some New Order? This is a song called "Atmosphere" by New Order. That used to be a band called Joy Division before their lead singer committed suicide. May he rest in peace. New Order is one of my favorite. Actually, I think they're my most favorite '80s band ever, or just band in general. Not ever, but yeah. Oh my god, yeah, I love this song. In silence. I don't think I've heard this version before. This is like actual studio version. I've only heard them do it live. Absolutely love this song. Yeah, New Order. See, this is what I love about '80s music. I want to know how many people really knew about New Order or this song before Stranger Things did this, because that's what makes '80s music so freaking amazing. You can discover a hit song that you just never knew about, and it could be a one hit wonder from an unknown band or whatever. And there's like millions of them, millions of one hit wonders. If you guys really like this song, I highly suggest you look up a band called Haircut 100 and their song Love Plus One. So good. So good, so fun. Yeah, it's a bad. I mean, if you know your child, I guess. I knew a bunch of friends from high school and so that passed away, and I never really went to my parents to talk about it. I mean, if they would have came to me, I would have talked to them, but I kind of just like handle it on my own. I feel like I'm talking to my ex. Like this dialogue. I feel like my ex is talking to me. Oh, she's bleeding again. What are these mind games? Is he alive or not? What is going on? But you know what? I feel like that's going to be the tipping point. That's going to be the tipping point of the series. Once they explain everything, and I'm sure it's going to make complete sense, and it's going to be such a like, oh wow, so creative, so cool. So yeah, we'll see. It's kind of like the Matrix, really. I think what made the Matrix so good was the beginning, like the first 30 minutes of the movie. You just had so many freaking questions, and it was like good questions, like why is this happening? Like what's this? Who are these people? Why are they after him? What makes him so special? And then when they like had that one scene when he's in that room with the couch, white room, and they just explain everything with the visuals, it was absolutely out of this world. So I feel like that scene is going to come up. Maybe not this episode, and maybe not even the next two episodes, but I think eventually in this season it will. chapter for the body. Yeah, so I'm gonna work on. I already have a guest that's gonna watch an episode of Stranger Things with me, but I'm gonna see if actually I can ask her now if my friend Scuffy can watch an episode with me and talk to me about it because her mom is. I mentioned this before. Her mom is the makeup artist on the show. I believe she's done every season, so I'm sure. And then Scuffy does like acting work on the show too, like some extra stuff. Hell yeah, that sounds like a plan. The video store. We'll head to the video store. I used to be excited when we used to go to Blockbuster. Okay, if you guys used to go to video stores, ooh, I see a Dark Crystal poster. Nice. This black dude is like, why am I friends with this guy? Over and out. That's one thing that's kind of killing it for me for this series. It's the dialogue between the kids, and I'm not too sure what I guess kids sound like, but I mean, like like the dialogue has changed, but it just sounds just cringy to me a little bit. Who did the autopsy? Wow. Ugh, I don't think I can ever do that. Not if it's someone I love. I can never do that. Yeah. I don't think I could ever do that. Like if someone I loved died and I had to like confirm their body, oh my god. It's so hard. I think I've seen a dead body before. Like I think it was many years ago when I was in college. I think there's like a really bad car accident when I was like driving my way to school, and then there's this like a paramedics like rushing to the scene, and there's just a body just laid out on the street. It was crazy. Absolute crazy. Yeah. Whoa. Wait, explain. Just explain. Just explain that there was no birthmark. If there, I understand this is what TV shows do, and it's smart in their scripts where you have to let the audience kind of ask questions and like what happened and build some suspense. But you would just simply just tell them there was no birthmark. My parents are gonna murder me. That's pretty crazy. Yeah, just communicate, lady. God damn. So okay, apparently there was no birthmark or whatever. So that wasn't Will. No, let her finish speaking. Wait, it's not about that. Tell him about the birthmark. He would know, right? I know my birthmark. Like my birthmark is the same as my dad's and my brother's. So if my mom were to tell me, so if this was my mom and she would have told me like my that person does not have the birthmark that my brother should have, I would have to believe her. So wait a second, who's the kid then? Whose family is missing a child now? There's a lot of miscommunication in this episode. But it's fine. Oh, bless me. Oh, I should have muted my mic when that happened. It was pretty dark, bro. No, it's damn sure not his ghost. There's still no proof to this, but I'm willing to believe whatever because I like to believe in that kind of stuff. For the longest, when I first saw this series, I thought that was a boy. I really thought that was a boy, and then when they said that was a girl, I was like, wow. I think they're trying a little too hard. If anything, they can do the wig. Maybe the wig will look fine, but she could just wear some normal clothes. You know what I mean? Like just give her a t-shirt. I mean, she looks the same, for being honest. I mean, the makeup people definitely did their job on her getting that wig on, but it still feels like that's not her hair. I mean, it just looks like it. I don't know. That's just me. That's an awesome hazmat suit. So I want to know, what is the point of this? Like, what are the? Are they trying to make some type of super weapon? Like, I just don't understand, bro. Why would you go in there? Yeah, we're not seeing him again. Ooh, she in trouble. We used to be like that all the time in class. We'd be like, ooh, okay, fun story, crazy story. I remember one day in school. So this girl I had a crush on, right? I had a big crush on her. I remember she came to school one day looking sick. Like she just looked horrible, right? People were like, what the fuck is wrong with her, right? And I saw her from a distance. She was hugging people, like, like kissing her friends and all this stuff, right? Acting like everything's normal, but clearly she looks sick. Hours have passed. It is our Latin class period. She's in that class, and all of a sudden she walks in the door still looking sick, coughing all over the place, and people are like, are you okay? And then literally one of the people from the front office ran into the classroom, shut the door, and they were like, she has chicken pox. This entire classroom has to go in lockdown right now. And we were like, what the fuck? Dude, when I say we were like locked down, it was literally like quarantine zone, bro. We were all in quarantine. It was crazy. But like once you get chickenpox once, you can't get it again. But still, a lot of people never had it that were in that classroom. And then other people gotten it from her when she was like hugging and kissing people. Shit was crazy. We were there for hours. Freaking hours. It was hilarious though. It was absolutely hilarious. I'm not saying this guy's a bad actor, but I don't know how they saw this performance he put on from Stranger Things, and then immediately someone thought he should be Hellboy. God, that movie was so bad, so stupid. Well, time to go home. Texting my friend Jess. Yeah, it's just the dialogue with the kids that are just kind of like ruining it for me. Damn. No, it doesn't matter. You don't gotta tell them that. Well, we know that her lying to the police was really nothing, right? It's just, I mean, they didn't need to know that. Oh, she's piecing it together. Crazy legs. Yeah, that sounds. Crazy legs. I think I know what that is. Sorry, I'm like texting Jess, who's like such a friend of my filming days. She's a bit of a mentor to me as well. I wonder how she feels about Stranger Things. I'm gonna ask Jess if she wants to be on an episode. Y'all are some idiots. I told you he was gonna make it out alive. Oh, dude, if that thing breaks, you're all dead. That little metal rod, you're all dead. Dude, they freaking ate him whole. They ate it whole. Or did I don't know if he got eaten. Well, he had to, right? It's a monster. Monsters eat, right? How weird. Word is bond, man. A lot of people don't. How is nobody? You see the kid in the foreground is just like, who is making noise? Like, who is being disrespectful at this time? So disrespectful. Oh, hell yeah. We about to jump their ass after this assembly. We're 100% jumping them. What some fucking losers. Beat them up. Oh, look at everyone standing around. You can tell this guy has such a dysfunctional life at home. I promise you. For his bullying. Don't sneak him. Don't sneak him. Don't sneak him. Oh, he sneaked him. Oh my god. Oh, he's pissing himself. She's bleeding again. Or maybe not. He just peed himself. That's so weird. A man in the woods. What? Polygamy. gotta get Jess on another episode of the podcast. These episodes are too long. This episode should have ended by now. How much time is it? 34 minutes? I mean, I have no problem with this being like an hour-long show. So it should end in like less than 10 minutes. But it literally has 16 more minutes. This is a long show. And I always feel like each episode, I find at least a few scenes that are like, don't really need to be in there. Why you lying, bruh? Bruh. Fucking dickwad. No, what? 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 Can you believe these fucking people? Why are you lying, bro? Who paid you? This conspiracy bullshit, bro. Can't people just do right? Are you protecting the interests of people? What are they, like the Men in Black? You know, I kind of looking back, I kind of wish in school I would have done like the morning announcements or after school announcements or something like that. I just love radio so much. And all throughout my life, my teachers have told me like I should do something with my voice because I have like a broadcasting voice. Ah, that would have been fun. I still don't think this guy's an antagonist or a bad person. He's clearly just doing his job. I guarantee you he's not running this entire operation. No way. When something has this much money invested in it, there's no way it's just one person. Unless he's like Bill Gates or something. Mark Zuckerberg. That's exactly what I'm thinking. Like, just calm down. She's closing her eyes. She ain't doing nothing. She actually fell asleep. You should wake her up. What's going on? I can't handle a jump scare right now. Come on. Don't do this to me. If his face tries to come out of that wall again. What is going on? What is going on, bro? What is this? Listen, if I turn into a house, I'll tell my mom, forget about me. Just live your life. Don't obsess over me. Oh my god, fire, 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 fire. Oh, thank God. Oh, does she look okay? You're gonna have to carry her. Ain't nothing there, lady. You gotta do that when he's talking. You gotta do that when he's talking. I could have told you that was gonna happen. Now look at you. You destroyed the house. I can't believe she made that much of a dent. Yeah, they're just rolling her off. I've always wanted to be in a dark room. I have to talk to Scuffy about that. She does nothing but photography. She does like concert photography and just photography in general, but she's really good at it. I wonder how many dark rooms she had. Maybe she has a dark room. I know they're like super expensive though, right? Because obviously having a dark room means you shoot with film, and film shooting with film is like crazy expensive to get it developed and then to have more cartridges of film to shoot with. Oh my god. And then they don't even make the picture look better. Like it's still you still have to have skill. No, Barbara's dead. I'm sorry. What is that? I don't even know what that is. How can they tell what that is? You know what I just thought about? And I want you guys to tell me your opinion on this. This guy's one of those police officers. Okay, so my question I wanted to say to you guys is, someone just sent me a thing yesterday, like a little article. It wasn't like an article. Well, I guess it was an article. A quote about Tim Burton, and Tim Burton was, someone asked him why aren't there any like people of color in his movies, like ever, right? And he said that when he was growing up, or when he watched the Brady Bunch, they did this political thing where they put a Asian kid and a black kid together, and he felt like that shouldn't have been there because it's just a political thing. And he said he watched black exploitation movies growing up, and he said he never once watched them and said there should be more white people in it. He believes that certain movies should just have their thing, whatever they want to be in it, right? If the director or whoever doesn't want any black people to be in it, they shouldn't. That's what he says. I do find that to be bullshit. But the reason why I brought that up today is because a lot of people are like, oh, let's cancel Tim Burton, like fuck Tim Burton for saying that or being like that or whatever, right? Oh, he's really about to cut this kid open. But my thing is, cool, you can say that. You can say that about Tim Burton. But even with stuff like this, like with Stranger Things, yeah. Oh, there's like nothing in him. Dude, he should be like bleeding out or something. Don't put your hands in there. Wait, what? Is that cotton? Oh, this is racist. No, I'm joking. Dude, what is going on? Anyway, the reason why I brought that up and I'm relating this back to Stranger Things, if people have a problem with Tim Burton saying that, which I'm totally fine with because I have a problem with it as well. But they should also throw that same energy back with things like Stranger Things and all this other stuff, because clearly this story, I feel like they didn't. And obviously, I'm just speaking. I have no evidence to say to this, right? I feel like this show also doesn't want to cater towards minorities or people of color, and they had no envision of having characters be that, right? The fact that I see a show or a movie and they have a token black character, that tells me originally they didn't want that, but they had to put that there in order to appeal to another audience. So that's why I brought that up. And and whenever I see a token black character or whoever, that's what I think about. All right, that's the episode. That is the episode. Long as hell. That was good. That was a good episode. Again, I can't say that I like a character though. I can't say I like a single character. I can't say I'm that involved in it. If I were not to watch another episode today, I think I'll be fine. But it's good. This is a good show. There's nothing. I can't point out anything wrong with it. It's just, again, I think from when this show existed, when it came out, people gravitated towards it because it was so dead on TV. There wasn't really much of anything to watch of originality. And I think that's what catapulted this series what it is. Like, it's a good series and it has its own good soundtrack, acting, and all this stuff that can, it can still last in terms of what am I trying to say? Monkey Massacre. I hate that fucking thing. It can still last with all these other shows when they're talking about its production value. So, okay, let's go over this because there's a lot that happened in that episode. Will's not dead. That body was some type of mannequin or something. That was weird. 7 or 11. Why do I keep calling her 7? 11 did some real cool powers. That was cool. We had some good mother-daughter conflict drama. What else? Wionna Ryder being Wionna Ryder. That's another plus. What else we got? Oh, we got this officer, and to me, I feel like this was the best part about the episode. The officer kind of, I can't say he's doing like some smart investigating work because he's really just beating up people to just find evidence. But it's cool that he's stumbling upon a huge conspiracy that might be a lot bigger. So we'll see if next episode if he probably won't because the show doesn't like to have its characters communicate with each other. But let's see if he contacts the mom and say, "Hey, you're not crazy. I found this and found that," and now the mom believes it. The son believes it, the officer believes it, and now the other kids that are his friends believe it. Now the only person we need to get to believe is the daughter, and then the mother and the father of Will's, which are Will's parents. But yeah, I do think Barbara's dead. I do really think Barbara's dead. There's no hope for her. So yeah, that's it. That is the episode. Good episode. To me, I think that was the best episode thus far that I've watched. Still too long though. This really could have shaved off 10 minutes, but yeah. But yeah, I will see you on the next one. But until then, victory or death, Starfighters.
Victory or death!